Hey Vince. So here I'm going to explain to you how I used pi to explain how miscarriages are misrepresented in the number of maternal deaths. Alright, the question that we're considering here is abortion safer than childbirth? And what you'll see in this argument are these stats, that the abortion mortality rate is 0.6 deaths per 100,000 abortions, and that the maternal deaths are 6.7 deaths per 100,000 deliveries. Now, deliveries is the key word. Deliveries are the same as live births. Now, how does this account in maternal deaths? We have the number of maternal deaths over the number of live births. Let's compare this to the deaths from abortions. We have the number of deaths from abortions over the number of abortion procedures. Now, what do we see inconsistent with these two ratios? Live births are not the same as pregnancies. We have several different results that can come from pregnancies. All these are products of pregnancies. We have live births, we have miscarriages, and we have abortions. Now let's imagine each of these are like three different types of pie. We've got a whole pie, part of a pie, and another part of a pie. Also, I'd like to note that these abortions here are misattributed as maternal deaths. We have cases where the families of a woman who's died from abortion which wish to hide the actual source of death under a maternal death rather than a death from abortion. There are also cases where physicians or coroners try to cover up the actual cause of death. There are times where women don't even disclose their abortions and they die, and so those are all misattributed as maternal deaths. So, how do these pie pieces fit in? Logically, you would think to find the ratio for maternal deaths that you would take the number of deaths from live births, miscarriages, and abortions, and take that number over all pregnancies. Really, what we're seeing in this stats is that we have the number of deaths from live births, number of deaths from miscarriages, and the number of deaths from abortions over the number of live births. And this is what inflates the maternal death rate, because the numerator is not properly represented in the denominator. We have three types of pie up here and only one type of pie down here. When we see the abortion rate, we see the number of deaths from abortion over the number of abortion procedures. So we have the numerator represented in the denominator. We have one type of pie over another type of pie. So this stat does not indicate that maternal deaths are greater than abortion deaths. So abortion is not safer than childbirth. So you want to know more about how abortion isn't safe? Please comment below.